Who doesn't like home cooked food? So today I'm going to show you how I made this pasta chicken. It's very yummy, very easy. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Claudine. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you. So we start off with 3 pieces of boneless chicken. I've already washed them and I'm just pat drying them to make sure my seasoning sticks on real good. Make sure you don't skip this process of washing and pat drying. The next thing I did was cut the chicken into 2 pieces as shown, and this is to make sure they cook evenly because they were just a little thick for what I was going to do. So you can use it the way they are, or you can cut it into pieces as I am doing. Next thing was just to transfer them into my container, and here I'm just stirring up my seasoning that I'm going to use for this chicken. Into the container they go, and the next thing is to add in the seasoning. Mix real good to ensure each and every piece is well coated and well incorporated. I set that aside for a few minutes to let it marinate. And the seasonings I used were curry powder, onion powder. I also used some dill weed, some chicken bouillon, and I also used this seasoning from my country. And of course, I have to use my Creole seasoning. I also added in ginger and minced garlic to bring out that good flavor, and the oil to help make the paste. Next, I move on to the pan, added in some oil, and then just put in the chicken. Let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes on low to medium heat on each side. When that's done, flip it around and let it cook the same amount of time. I added in some butter just to make it a little more less sticky, and the butter also helped increase the amount of oil that I needed to cook the pasta. Add in some onion to the same pan after you transfer your chicken out. Let it cook for a few minutes just to brown. I added in more garlic and more ginger just to bring out more flavor for the stew. Next, add in your spinach, your washed spinach, and be generous with your spinach because these things shrink so much. You wonder what happens. Look at how much now I have in my pan, considering how much I put in. So be generous with that. Next, I added in some creamy Alfredo sauce, just bought from one of the local stores here, and that was stirred up. And then I added in some pasta water just to make a little more stew for it. Stir that together and then add in the cooked pasta because this is the base we are working with. That's why it's pasta chicken. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. Please consider subscribing. Turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a video. I just stirred that up together to make it evenly mixed up. And this smells good already. And if you were close by, I would have given you just a bite to taste and see what I'm talking about. Next, I made sure I added in more cheese to that. Parmesan cheese was the one I used. I added in just a little bit to bring in the stickiness, and then make sure you stir that up together real good until it's all melted. Look at that. It looks so good. It tastes so good. And nothing beats a home-cooked meal. When that was done, I just put a little bit into a plate for us to enjoy at home, and then cut up the chicken pieces into whichever style you want. I just cut them into long stripes and then transferred it onto the plate. Look at that. Added on a little bit more of the Parmesan cheese and enjoyed. If I tell you this is more than Olive Garden chicken, I mean it. And then of course we packed the rest of the remaining ones to take to work, for lunch and for dinner. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you in my next video.